A certain amount of pressure in life helps us perform at our best, but too much pressure can result in people being overstressed, which brings all sorts of other health issues with it. The number of people suffering from stress is increasing year on year. People are working longer hours, processing more information, and sleeping less. The stresses in our lives are not going away. And if anything, they're increasing, and all the more so as we struggle to adapt to life with COVID-19 and all the chaos and loss and hardship that has brought. The 5-week Living Well course is designed to help us explore how we can develop habits and practices that can help us to manage the stress in our lives and build our resilience. During the course, we'll look at some of the causes of stress and explore how we can increase our ability to cope with stress by exploring 5 different dimensions of resilience. So the first of those is physical resilience, our energy levels, how do we make lasting change, how healthy and fit are we physically. Mental resilience is what we'll cover in the second week, how we view ourselves, the internal and external factors that can affect how we deal with stress. Emotional resilience looks at the impact of past life experiences and how we feed and care for the heart, the core of who we are. Our relational resilience explores how we manage difficult relationships and how we cultivate and find those relationships that support and encourage us and help us. And finally, the 5th dimension, the one that sort of amplifies what we can do with all of them, our spiritual resilience, how we care for our soul. However you view that can radically change the way that we deal with stress. So throughout the course, we'll be looking at all these different dimensions and recognizing that they are none of them static. They are always moving. The fact that I did a 100-meter run 10 years ago doesn't mean that I'm still physically fit today. I've got to constantly work on my physical fitness if I'm going to stay physically fit. I need to eat well, sleep well, and exercise. That's common sense. But the same thing applies to our mental, our emotional, our relational, and our spiritual resilience. If I'm going to maintain these levels, I've got to keep investing in them. They're not static, they're dynamic. They can grow and they can shrink. The things that we'll be covering in this course I have found incredibly helpful personally in building my capacity to deal with the stresses of life, and I hope you can join us as we explore them together. You can find out more details by clicking on the link in the comments below.